everybody? Welcome back. Let me fix the audio really quick. Oh, God. All right. What's up? Welcome to the 8th straight week of down in PulseChain land, everyone. How we doing? Hello. What's up, Crypto Elite? Good to see you. Yeah, guys. This is the difficult part of the bull market, I should say. Yeah, it's tough to have long-term conviction. It's tough to hold through times like this. It's even harder to double down and buy the dip. So if you're still here, this looks like a dip buying opportunity. Not that it can't go lower, but man, 8 straight weeks of down. Turns out there was a lot of weak hands in PulseChain. Turns out there was a lot of weak hands. So, the non-believers are getting rinsed. It does suck, but I'll be here and the ups and the downs. The hardest time to stream really is when everything's bad, but it's also the best time to teach people how to get in. Because, if you have a long-term time horizon, 2+ years, and you really do think, like I do, that this is going to be, at least in the most conservative estimates, 10x higher in 2 years, I'm thinking it could go 100x or more, then it doesn't matter so much about the day-to-day if you get in at 0.00007 or sacrifice rate 0.0001, because I'm thinking big picture here, thinking long-term, thinking big picture, and I'm trying to get other people to do the same. So, you could draw lines on charts in the short term and try to get a better entry point. And this is kind of what it's looking like right now, guys. Kind of what it's looking like in the 8th week of bear. So what's going on to the chat? Fox Mulder is here. John Kim is here. Crypto Khalil says, I feel guilty when I keep holding off DCAing and we keep going lower and lower. Yeah, well, honestly, it worked out for you, right? Like, if you've been holding off on DCAing, look, 8 red weeks on the weekly chart for PLS, that kind of could be a dip, a buyable dip. Let me just say that. But yeah, if you're DCAing over the long term, that's what I'm trying to that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. It's like, long-term holding really is what wins. And there's been a lot of day trading out there, a lot of meme coins, a lot of casino gambling, which is fine. It's fine if you want that dopamine hit, but careful that you're not sacrificing your whole bag or even a large part, maybe 10% at the most. Because I constantly even remind myself, I'll get into some meme coins that I think I'm early on, and I still manage to shoot myself in the foot somehow because, I'm aware of the dopamine that it gives me. I'm aware of thinking that I'm smart. And then, Solid X is a good example. Like I was winning and then I doubled down, bought more at the freaking top, right? And so these meme coins often are a zero-sum game unless you're very, very early in the insider group. But some of them actually will stand the test of time. That's an interesting thing we could talk about. PulseChain is having its own meme coin season kind of quietly. Not a whole lot of people are talking about it. And this is always going to be true, guys, that 90% of the meme coins that come out, it's exhausting, right? You get like 10 new ones a day, just pumping out meme coins. Everyone just has their own meme coin now. I feel like I'm the only guy that hasn't launched a freaking coin in the whole ecosystem, which, it's whatever. It is what it is because everyone's bored. But what I will say about some of the PulseChain meme coins is they do have a longer shelf life because a lot of them do have some community behind it. So you there's almost no rhyme or reason. I guess it's the quality of the meme and the community behind it, the people pushing the narrative. But you've got, PDAI, if you want to call that a meme coin. You've got Teddy Bear, which surprised me. You've got things like Dick with Butt, DWB. And it only becomes clear after about a month of chart history where you're like, okay, maybe these memes are actually have staying power because you can go on crypto Twitter, you can kind of read people's thoughts and the hive mind and everything and get a sense of which meme coins are here to stay, which ones are just pump and dumps, flash in the pan, and then no one's ever going to talk about them again. So yeah, discerning which ones have staying power, you kind of need to wait, a month or a couple weeks. But the problem is if you wait a couple weeks, right, you didn't get in early. Like I didn't get in early on DWB, but I thought it was pretty good. I still think it's actually holding up well compared to all the other BS out there. And so I'm just thinking to myself, wow, maybe I should buy the dip, but I still feel like I'm late. Although I will say at this point, that's one of the maybe 10 or 20 out of the thousands that has staying power that's probably going to be around for a while. So what's going on, Stylo? How you doing, man? John Kim when I look at other chains, it's all wrapped ETH, lol. Yep. Crypto Bigfoot's in the house. Crypto Artie's in the house. Crypto Artie says, if you're still here, you made it through even though you might not see it yet. Keep the faith. Our time will come sooner than later. That's right, guys. We got to envision the bigger picture, the long-term game. It's all fun, meme coin debauchery. It's a good time in the, if you need to get your gambling fix. But, the gambles I'm taking don't feel like gambles because I know what I'm holding, right? We're all holding these real decentralized assets that cannot be shut off. They're not at the same risk that a lot of people really think that they are. There's no risk of total catastrophic centralized exchange rug pull with, the PulseChain blockchain or the HEX smart contract, the PulseX smart contract. They're just pieces of code that live on a blockchain. And understanding that there's no company behind them. The SEC can't turn them off. The SEC can't stop you from buying them. These are the core coins that I have the most conviction in. INC token's been a nice surprise as well. So I hope you guys are enjoying your INC yield out there. And we'll do a little walkthrough. Here, I'll pull up the screen right now. This is gopulse.com. We'll do a little walkthrough because I don't know if I'm going to make this webinar style. I don't have a crypto wallet on this particular browser, but this is really the times to be educating people about getting in. I mean, they're going to thank you 10x, 100x from now when we're at higher prices. Even though, everybody and their mother is tired of green candles. I understand. It's tough out there, guys. It's tough. Stella says, I'm good. Hope life is treating you well. Life is great for me. Life is great. I've been in crypto for so long that, I've reached financial freedom, right? Like I could live off, crypto and, my company. Obviously I make money with my company as well. But I'm trying to teach people how to get involved because a lot of people are newer. They haven't been in crypto for 9 years. A lot of people, hopefully some new people are watching this and they're going to learn how to potentially change their life by just getting into a superior asset class, right, guys? Because the situation that we're basically in today is this. It's that inflation is devaluing people's purchasing power more than ever before. A Big Mac today is twice as much as a Big Mac was a couple, 4 years ago. What happened, right? They're printing money to oblivion. They're taking on tons of debt and you're working harder than ever for less pay relative to how much everything costs, how much all the goods and services cost. And so you look at the stock market, you look at the S&P 500 and you see, oh, it's going up and to the right. Great. On average, 5 to 7 to 10% maybe returns per year. But when you count the fact that inflation is negating that by 7 to 10% a year, essentially stocks are like the new savings account and crypto is like the new stocks, right? Crypto is the only real chance you have to outpace inflation because all this extra printed money has to flow somewhere. And luckily the early adopters, if you're watching this, you still are an early adopter, might not feel like it right now, but you're funneling all that extra fiat dirty government money into a superior asset class that's not controlled by a central middleman, not controlled by a Federal Reserve that you didn't elect, that can just pull the strings and decide whatever the federal funds rate should be that day and fund all kinds of wars and stuff that you don't agree with. It's just a better way to do money. And it's a matter of time before the rest of the world catches up to the better way to do money. So it's like being an early internet pioneer right now. You're an early crypto adopter. Not necessarily to Bitcoin, right? But to newer chains. Ethereum, PulseChain is one of them. PulseChain is a very strong contender because it's an L1 as well, a layer 1 blockchain. And let me explain what that means if you're new or people that don't know. Ethereum is a layer 1. Bitcoin is a layer 1. PulseChain is a layer 1. These are blockchain smart contract platforms, at least Ethereum and PulseChain are, right? And a lot of these smart contract platforms are too successful, right? Because everybody's using them. They're so congested that the fees to transact on them have gotten way too high. So that's pretty much the critical issue with crypto right now is that it costs way too much to send transactions for the average retail user. There's no reason that it should cost me $10 just to send a coin from person A to person B. That doesn't make any sense. So you're pricing people out of the system, but you want to make a more inclusive system. How do you do that? The trendy thing to do is layer 2s, right? But these layer 2s literally give up all the security of the blockchain. The whole decentralization aspect of the blockchain, the reason it was invented is to get rid of middlemen, right? But when you put all your money in a layer 2, basically to try to oversimplify things, what you're doing on a layer 2 is you're sending all your money to this external side chain, maybe, or like a cloud, you could call it. Just a whole bunch of there's a whole bunch of transactions going on in this layer 2 cloud of transactions, right? But it doesn't need to be proven until they go back to the layer 1 chain. So you could have all these transactions happening on a layer 2 chain, and eventually they get rolled up, right, back to the layer 1 chain by a cryptographic proof that all this stuff actually happened. But who's in charge of that proof? It's actually just one sequencer, one guy or one company. Optimism, Base, that's Coinbase's layer 2. Layer 2s have become the trendy thing, and they're almost becoming application specific, right? You've got entire DeFi protocols. I think ZKZX just launched their own layer 2, only to support ZKZX. So yes, you have speed and you have cheap transactions, but you sacrifice all the security of a layer 1 because we just saw a big bug where people were having a hard time withdrawing their funds from the layer 2 back to the layer 1. So when you want to settle the transactions and prove that everything happened correctly, you're relying on one sequencer, which so far has shown to not be reliable, right? And it's not because it's evil, right? It's not because everyone's negligent, but it's because it's just bad. The technology just breaks sometimes. So you don't want all your money to be on these layer 2s. I mean, maybe you do, but you don't want one single guy just to be sequencing all the transactions, and maybe it goes down that day, or maybe even worse, maybe one day they turn evil and they start censoring transactions. But either way, it's unreliable, whether it's intentional or just negligence. So PulseChain's a layer 1, right? PulseChain, Phantom, Solana, these are layer 1 blockchains, alternatives, right, that you can bridge between using bridge.pulsechain.com, by the way, link in description below. And you bridge between there, and you're on another decentralized network where the road is way less congested. There's less traffic on the virtual road. Gas fees are only a matter of pennies as opposed to tens of dollars. And it's going to get worse, guys. It's going to get worse in the bull market as well. It's going to get way worse with the Ethereum gas fees. You're going to be paying hundreds of dollars to do simple swaps on Uniswap. So learn about PulseChain now while you still can. And let me tell you guys, all these links are in the description below. But if you are new, you go to bridge.pulsechain.com. All right. Super easy tutorial. You're going to see a page like this. Click on the IPFS link. All right. There's nothing wrong with this. IPFS is a decentralized way to host websites. All right. You click on mypinata.cloud. And it's going to open up the PulseChain bridge. You could also run the software locally by downloading it on Windows or Mac, depending on which computer you have. I've got tutorial videos on all this, but guys, it's important to realize that here's what you do to get into the PulseChain network. Step 1 is you get a centralized exchange account. So Coinbase, Kraken, Crypto.com, Gemini. These are probably the biggest, most popular exchanges in the USA. I know Binance is also very big worldwide. You buy Ethereum on the centralized exchange, and then you get a separate crypto wallet, Rabby.io or InternetMoney.io. These wallets, I've got links in the description below for the new people out there. You need a separate crypto wallet so that the exchange doesn't hold all your money and you actually hold all your money. So your separate crypto wallet's going to give you a set of private keys, a set of seed words. You've got to protect those with your life. Write them down, never give them away, never lose them. Keep them somewhere safe and do not store them online. And those are your backup words for all of your crypto money. It's basically digital money under the mattress, right? So you've got your Coinbase account. You've got, let's say, your Internet Money wallet. And you just withdraw the funds out of your Coinbase. You buy Ethereum on Coinbase. You withdraw it out of Coinbase into Internet Money wallet. And that's going to be on the Ethereum network. Next, you need to bridge from the Ethereum network to the PulseChain network, which is what you do on this screen right here. You just go ahead and you'll go to the drop down, take all the Ether that you just sent yourself, right? Because you sent it from your own centralized exchange account into your own personal wallet, your personal crypto wallet. No company owns it. You own your own money, not your keys, not your coins. It's a beautiful thing. This is doing crypto the right way here, okay? Now, if you're a first-time user and you're bridging from Ethereum into PulseChain, you're going to say bridge the maximum amount. Click max. You connect your wallet and you approve the transaction. It's going to cost you a tiny gas transaction, maybe $10 to $20, which is unfortunate, right? But that's That's the cost of doing business in Ethereum land. Now, there's more advanced and riskier ways to get into PulseChain. Like I've got a previous video about some centralized exchanges like Kanga or Bitcoin Tree, but that's risky and it might not be legal depending on where you live. You got to check the jurisdiction and check the rules of the exchange. This is the decentralized way to do things. And if you're a first-time user, guys, once you bridge your Ethereum into PulseChain, okay, you're going to get 1,000 free PLS coins automatically sent to you for gas fees. Ethereum ETH is the gas token on Ethereum. PLS is the gas token on PulseChain. You need to have a little bit of Ethereum tokens left over in your wallet at all times to pay for Ethereum transactions. Just like on PulseChain, you need to have a little bit of PLS coins at all times to pay for your PulseChain transactions. So your first transaction when you bridge your Ethereum from the Ethereum network into the PulseChain network, you're going to have ETH sitting over there. Then you're going to want to hop over to app.pulsex.com. All right, all these links are in the description below. Again, IPFS link for now. We're just going to show you guys. For the new people, you connect your wallet here, and you swap your ETH that you just bridged in from the drop-down menu here, and you swap it for PLS. And, 1 Ethereum today will get you 46 million PLS, it looks like. It seems Ethereum has dipped below $3,000. So all of crypto right now is in a little bit of a consolidation, guys. We're moving sideways on Bitcoin and ETH. Big dip in the markets from the previous highs of Bitcoin 70K. I think Bitcoin today is at $62,000. So it's a dip that's crypto wide. It's not specific to PulseChain. Everything is kind of taking a breather. There's been a relief period, I suppose. The market rallied too hard in February, so March and April have been kind of sideways down months for a lot of people. But in a nutshell, that's what you do, guys. Centralized exchange, buy ETH, send it out to your crypto wallet, bridge it on bridge.pulsechain.com, buy some Pulse on app.pulsex.com. Again, I've got videos about this, all kinds of free videos, all kinds of content about different ways to do this. But here you go. If you're brand new, all the links are in the description below. And I'm only stressing this, I'm only emphasizing this so much right now because look at these discounts, okay? If you don't see these as discounts, I don't know what to tell you. You either believe or you don't believe. That really, that's the defining factor for a lot of this stuff. You either think that it's going to be higher in the future or you think it's not and it's all going to shit. And then in that case, why would you even be here, right? But if you're looking at this as a time to double down, dollar cost average, and buy the dip, I'm really, really emphasizing right now that that's how you do it. You can watch all my free content. And if you're really brand new, I do have a course, hexpassiveincome.com. It's linked in the description below. A lot of people want consulting one-on-one. People are always asking. The course is way better, way more bang for your buck. And there's a temporary discount code that I think expires today. So again, it's for the newbies, guys. I know a lot of you guys watching. I know you're veterans, but we got to remember that unfortunately, even though now is the best time to get in, I doubt that out of the 140 people watching, I doubt that many people are new. But if even like 10 people are new, that makes this worth it to me, right? If even 10 out of these 140 people are brand new, they don't know anything about crypto, you could potentially save yourself. PulseChain is a life raft, okay? Crypto in general is a life raft. It's the highest appreciating asset class of all time if you're able to withstand the volatility. So 70, 80% dips are still possible, even on the way up in a bull market. We're at a 70% dip right now in PLS from the previous high, but we're still up about a 2.5x off the lows for Pulse. So seriously, guys, extreme volatility, not for the faint of heart. Long-term believers are going to be rewarded at the end of the day. It's going to be the long-term believers with the diamond hands that actually could hold the whole way without getting shaken out. Understandably, people get frustrated, angry, or they feel like they don't actually believe, right? And that's okay. No one's forcing you to be here. But for the people, with the ears to hear what I'm saying, this is the time. This is the time to be establishing your positions. And hopefully you've got a little bit larger position than just $100 or $1,000, right? A lot of people... I don't look at crypto like a casual thing. I didn't really get to financial freedom in crypto personally by treating it like a casual game. You know, I've got a lot of friends that are like, oh, I want to get into crypto, and they want to just chuck in like a few $100s and just watch it. Like I've got a friend with like $300 in crypto right now, and it's like, well, that's cool. You know, you might make $3,000 or $30,000 one day, but let's say you do make $30,000. Is that really life-changing money? Because for some people, that's like half of a year's salary, you know? I'm in crypto for the whole revolution of it too. Like the entire world is going to shift towards an entirely crypto digital world. So you're going to have digital bank money, which you already do. You're going to have the CBDC, but then you're going to have the option for crypto money as well. And if you're a late adopter, you're not going to get the 100x or higher in the meantime from this point to that point, whether that's 3 years from now, 10 years from now. Look, if you look at the adoption rates on crypto, they kind of resemble the adoption rates on the early internet, right? So we're at the parabolic kind of effects where the snowball's rolling down the hill, it's reaching critical mass. But to be a bandwagon speculator that's just in it for fun, you know, just to kind of be a part of it, like and what I mean is people that haven't established serious size positions, like, it's not really going to get you financial freedom if you don't take it very seriously. You know, for years and years, I would put away maybe a quarter of my paycheck every time I got a paycheck every 2 weeks, and I'd put it into Bitcoin and Ethereum. All throughout 2015, 16, 17, I was buying the whole way up and the whole way down. I tell people this story all the time. I put in my entire 401k money into Bitcoin at $17,000 in 2017. And guess what? Bitcoin went to 20K and it crashed to 3K. But did I waste time crying about it or blaming other people for my mistakes? No, I doubled down and I realized that just because it was bad timing within the year doesn't mean that within 5 years that it wasn't going to be an excellent idea. And it turned out to be an awesome idea because then Bitcoin went to $60,000 and that 17K buy-in price didn't seem so bad in the long run. So you got to realize that crypto is here to stay. You know, it's not going anywhere. It's only going to get more popular. And you just want to choose the places to be with a community of active builders, active educators, promoters, marketers. And that's what PulseChain is. It's not like anything else in crypto. It's organic. It's grassroots. It's not funded by VCs, as you could tell. I mean, just look at how hard it's been to even raise money for an MEXC exchange listing, right? So even to get a simple exchange listing has been very difficult. But that's, you know, it's a blessing and a curse, right? Because we don't have unlocks. We don't have vulture capitalists, as some people call them, waiting to dump on your head after a 2x or a 3x. Imagine if there were 9 figures of sell pressure from these vulture capitalists just that can't wait to dump. I mean, this happens in Solana, right? That's basically the whole story of Solana, is that a lot of people got tricked by Sam Bankman-Fried, and the VCs need their exit liquidity. And of course, anytime somebody sells that, anytime anyone sells anything, people are like, "Oh, you're just using everyone for exit liquidity," which is like super hypocritical. Because when you need to sell, guys, when you need to sell one day, 2 or 3 years from now, and you want to take profit, you know, you're not going to sell your whole stack, right? But people buy things to sell them at a higher price. Now, because I actually do believe in crypto on a longer time scale than most people can imagine, what I actually do think is that one day you're not going to need to sell your crypto as much because vendors will actually accept it. In 5 or 10 years, it might be hard to imagine, guys, but really, try to think outside of the present day. Try to think about what the future is going to be like. There's already tons of online vendors that accept crypto today, and there's more and more all the time. So with more adoption, that makes the price go up. The network effects and Metcalfe's law, prices are going to be 100, 1,000x higher from now in, let's say, 5, 10 years. And you're actually maybe going to be able to spend this crypto on goods and services. Maybe you'll even be able to buy a house with crypto one day. Hey, Steve Mayfield, thank you for the tip, dude. Thank you for the $20 tip. He says, I am speaking the truth. I am speaking the truth. Thank you, Steve. I really appreciate the tip, sir. Let's see. Soylent Green. Only things going up on PLS for me are some meme coins. Yeah, and nothing wrong with meme coins either, right? Let's pull up some meme coins just to give you guys a little bit of FOMO, what's going on here. So we'll go to dexscreener.com. This is kind of where you look at your shitcoin display. And they're not all shitcoins, right? Like it's a derogatory term, but here, I'll tell you what just my knee-jerk reaction to some of these meme coins, right? SolidX has been around for a while. Probably going to keep being around for a while. That's the Lindy effect, right? The longer something's been around, it's going to be around more. But actually, SolidX hasn't even been out that long, but it's gotten so much attention, so much controversy that I think I have a gut feeling that SolidX is going to be around for a while. Same with Teddy Bear. Obviously, Teddy Bear has been out for, 6 months now? It's almost been out as long as PulseChain's been out. I got to go on the daily real quick. August. So, yeah, I mean, it's been out for a long time. That's about 6 months. Teddy Bear's not going anywhere. When you look at the liquidity in Teddy Bear, too, it's tied to the Atropa ecosystem. It's tied to, I think, PDI, all this stuff. It's got critical mass. Some of these memes have critical mass, okay? Again, it's hard to tell when they first come out, but people are making money on these meme coins, okay? People are making money. People are also losing money. Just keep in mind that sometimes a zero-sum game for people. But if you've been holding them for a long time and you're shilling them out there, it's all net positive, right? I mean, if you're shilling, even if you like take B-Roots, for example, he's made Teddy Bear like his thing, right? He's still bringing more people to PulseChain. You know, whether or not Teddy Bear ends up being the long-term winner over PLS or over the core coins like PulseX and HEX, we will see, right? But people are getting in with whatever narratives meet them where they're at. So if people are trading meme coins on Base, maybe you're out there trading meme coins on Solana, people don't realize that we have a thriving meme coin community. We've got tons of meme coin little factories over here. 9inch.com, by the way, 9inch.io. We've got a DEX that's specifically dedicated to meme coins. I mean, you could probably tell because the name is 9inch, right? It's got all the dick jokes, all the funny stuff you'd want. Bromance, I didn't buy Bromance. This is Ben Armstrong's coin. This one came up and got super popular like 2 or 3 days ago. And I just feel like because I didn't buy it, literally because I didn't buy it in the first like 15 minutes, I'm just not interested, right? A lot of crypto for me is just passing on stuff because I feel like the insiders got there first. And I don't know, but it is Ben Armstrong, right? It is Ben Armstrong and Hexy Bastard collaboration. 2 big names in the space working together and, native to the 9inch ecosystem as well. 9inch is kind of having its season right now. So shout out to all the meme coins, finding a home on 9inch too. It's got a bunch of features, limit orders, dollar cost average module. Check out 9inch. It's an alternative DEX to PulseX, 9inch.io, PulseX.com. If you want to link them both together, you can check out Piteus.io. So here's Piteus.io. This is what we call a DEX aggregator for people that don't know. This is the premier DEX aggregator on the PulseChain ecosystem. And see, it links liquidity from all these different DEXs together. So PHUX, there's a lot of liquidity over here, including stablecoin liquidity, that people don't realize that you can get a better deal on. I mean, there's also amazing yield farms on PHUX that people might be sleeping on right now. That's probably because the spotlight is currently on 9inch. Also, 9mm has their token launching soon. These big 4 here are kind of the... And I should probably give a shout out to SparkSwap as well. They're doing a great job with their yield farming. They've got a Binance Smart Chain to PulseChain bridge. So they're bringing in users from Binance Smart Chain, which is awesome. Like I said, 9mm has a token launching soon for their native DEX coin for liquidity providers. I think they just automatically get sent 9mm token. But Piteus, what I was saying, is that it links the liquidity of all these DEXs together so that when you launch this, I mean, it looks like every other DEX, right? But when you actually trade one coin for another, it's going to route you between all the different liquidity pools on the back end. So let's just pick a random coin. Alien, sure, Alien coin. Let's say we want to buy $700 of Alien, right? You can look at the route. It actually splits you up. So look at this route right here. It's routing through PulseX V2, PulseX V1, and PHUX, and it's getting you the best bang for your buck. You're going to get more coins on Piteus than you will by going to any one individual DEX directly, okay? I'll say that one more time. You're going to get more coins if you use Piteus.io, Piteus.io. Anyway, back to the meme coins. DWB, cute little dick with a butt. It's, Jesus Christ. I don't know. There's a soft spot in my heart for DWB. HOA has been around for a long time now. They're not going anywhere. This is kind of an artist collective, a meme coin. what do you want to call them? Just a group that pumps out memes and art and NFTs and all kinds of meme coins. HOA is basically their overarching token. So, I mean, that's typically going to be on the top 20, top 50 coins on PulseChain. What else? A lot of Solid X. Looks like they're pairing it with INC token. A lot of 9-inch. A lot of BBC and 9-inch activity, guys. BBC is the reward coin on 9-inch for people that don't know. So PulseX is to INC as 9-inch is to BBC, right? For people that liquidity provide on the 9-inch platform, they get BBC rewards. And here's the cool thing about BBC token is that it had an epic pump lately. Look at that. I mean, well, it's dumping pretty hard today, but the fact that it went up to 70 cents, all the way down from 3 cents, you know, it's awesome when the yield coins pump, and I'll tell you why. It's because when the yield coins pump, it does create a price positive feedback loop. People that are aping into the shiny new thing, even though you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't chase the shiny green candle of the day, because you obviously just want to buy when things are low, buy low, sell high. But people don't listen. They just want to buy the shiny thing. And if you don't want to buy the shiny new thing, right? So there's all these eyeballs, all these attention on BBC because it just went up. People are like, oh, well, how can I get BBC? And so it makes BBC more interesting to people, just like when INC pumps. When INC becomes interesting to people and people don't want to buy it because maybe they're a little smarter and they don't want to buy the top, the next best thing to do is provide liquidity on the platform. So that's good for the platform. It's good for the traders. It's good for the people that are liquidity providing because they're getting a higher reward to offset their impermanent loss. And so it creates more buy pressure on the underlying coins for people that are aping and trying to earn the reward token without having to buy it directly. So you can provide liquidity on 9-inch platform to earn BBC token. Now there is impermanent loss risk, so don't say I didn't warn you. But if you understand impermanent loss risk and you're willing to take that bet, maybe you're bullish on both coins in the pair, that's fine. Then take that bet, right? Like, for example, I recently joined the PDAI PLS pair on 9-inch because I don't think PDAI is going anywhere. You know, I was skeptical. I still am very skeptical on PDAI. But let me just say, it could meme, at least higher than a penny, right? At least maybe even to 10 cents or beyond. I'm not convinced of the pegging yet, but it's a very, very strong meme. And the meme power alone, the social consensus alone could take it very, very high. So, I just figured, hey, whatever. It's barely any in terms of my entire stack. It's probably like 1% or less of my whole stack. But I joined the WPLS PDAI pair because I'm bullish on both at least for the shorter term, the next 6 months to a year. I think both are going to do well. I don't care if temporarily I have more Pulse or more PDAI. Now, don't just do something because I'm doing it, right? But if you agree with the general thesis that both of these are going to do pretty okay, and you want to get paid BBC rewards to do so, then they've got the farms over there, which I could show you what that looks like. 9inch.io. Sometimes their website doesn't work. Go figure, right? I don't know if it's because I've got like an American IP. We're going to go to app.9inch.io. And basically, yeah, you could see all the yield farms over there. Yep, not even loading. Way to go, Hexy bastard. No, just kidding. It works. It's just not working right now. I'll figure that out later. Anyway, guys, yeah, I'm surprised I don't see PDAI up here yet in the top 50. DAI. Oh. Yeah, here. Well, no, hold on. All these things are paired to PDAI. But where is the actual DAI? DAI WPLS. It's this one over here. It's got $1 million liquidity. It's about half a penny right now. Pretty surprising. Did not see that one coming. Did not have PDAI pegging theory on my bingo card when PulseChain first launched, but this coin, it's a PRC20 copy. It already went up 5,000x. People made a lot of money on it, guys. So people made a lot of money on this conspiracy theory that PDAI might actually hit $1. Look at that, guys. Jesus, that's a 500x from way back when. You can't ignore that, guys. This is good advertising, right? Yeah. I do mid-curve the whole theory, right? Because there's a lot of parts that don't make sense, like the Oracle module, the fact that the maker team could wake up any day and just vote to maybe do something nefarious. There's a lot of unknown unknowns, and I'm admitting that I don't know, and I'm admitting that, you know, just because I'm desperate for PDI to hit $1 doesn't mean that it's automatically guaranteed to hit $1, right? But it's a strong meme, and there's some cool supporting evidence of sacrifice wallets messing around with the protocol. Now, again, that's not a guarantee of it hitting $1, but I do think it's enough to take PDI higher than it is today. I do think the narrative is strong enough and enough people believe. But you know, be careful, guys. I can't put my entire reputation on PDI of something I'm not certain, like I'm not very, very sure is going to happen. So it'd be nice if it does, though. It would be great if it does. PDI at half a penny doesn't seem like the worst entry point. Also, get ready for more downside too, right? May could be, there's that saying, sell in May and go away. Now, I don't know. You know, in the near term, predicting the near term price movements doesn't really matter to me, right? Like I already said at the beginning, if you're bullish long term, you shouldn't really care about the day to day, right? You shouldn't care about even the month to month. Now, 2 months in the red is brutal. 2 months in the red sucks. I don't think it's likely that we get a giant red candle in May, but we could go sideways in May, and it could be boring. We might even go down a little bit more, and it could shake people out. It could really test people's emotions, because that's what crypto does. You know, it tests people. So do not be surprised. Hey, Johnny Chaos, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. Good to see you, Johnny. Soylent Green says SolidX is interesting. Dude, SolidX is literally just like Fire Whale saying that he's going to buy the coin. Like, look, I mean, I guess you could say that some people are liquidity bonding their coins to SolidX, and that somehow is going to give it more stickiness, I suppose. Oh, the liquidity bonding thing. Hart's Law. Hart's Law made everybody in PulseChain just smart enough to be dangerous, didn't it? Look, you've got Axis coin paired to SolidX. I know Axis loves his coin, and you know, props to his community over there. I mean, that's a good chunk of liquidity, $600,000 of liquidity in Axis and SolidX. SparkSwap is in the top 20, top 25. And then the grays, you know, the PTGC is another popular one as well. You've got all these sub-communities. Basically, okay, so you've got like Tangang, which is HOA, Dick with Butt, and a lot of other stuff, you know, a lot of NFTs and art and stuff like that. You've got Atropa, which is like PDI, Teddy Bear even. And you've got PTGC, which is like their own ecosystem with Alien Coin and the Grays currency and all these other coins. So you've got these sub-communities, these meme coin little factories. And then you've got 9inch, right? The 9inch platform itself has their own kind of like, what is it, lunch money and some other coins. You know, because obviously the 9inch DEX also has people that make their own meme coins as well. Why wouldn't you if you're literally a meme coin DEX? Look up MCBS. Don't buy it, lol. All right, Johnny. Let's see. MCBS. MCBS costs $18 million, lol. Market cap is BS. That's hilarious. This is a good reminder of why market cap doesn't always matter as much as people think it does. It only matters as much as the collective consciousness gives it power, right? But I see a lot of BS is like, oh, something is 10 million market cap. That means it's going to take $90 million for it to get to 100 million. It's like, that's not how it works, right? Liquidity is what matters, not nearly as much. Market cap doesn't matter nearly as much as liquidity. You know, you care about how much of this is for sale. So here's a perfect example, right? You've got $270 of liquidity on market cap is BS coin. And it's just proving to you that, you know, you could have any arbitrary value of a coin if you make so very few of them, right? You can just arbitrarily make the supply anything you want. So what's the supply of this coin, right? Let's go look it up maybe. Let's see if the block explorer works, shall we? Scan.pulsechain.com. We'll go over here. Oof. Guys, I've had super bad allergies lately, by the way. But I started taking this thing called humic acid, and it kind of fixed me up almost overnight. So I don't really normally feel the effects of supplements that quickly, but gotta give a quick shout out to humic acid, guys. I mean, it's fixing stuff that maybe I didn't even know was wrong with me. But and I've heard good reviews from a lot of other people as well. Get some humic acid if you got some extra. If you're looking for a new supplement, and thank me later. All right, so market cap is BS, MCBS. This coin has, what is the total supply? What is the total supply? God damn it. Total supply is, there's 10 billion of these coins, right? 10 billion coins. You would think, oh, there's so much. There's so many coins. Look at how many are in the pool. 0.000007. Right? So anybody can do this, right? This is just proof that like market cap is a vanity metric. It can be gamed. Again, the only reason that people think it matters is because everyone's looking at the same data. It's kind of like how technical analysis, it tends to work more when everyone's drawing the same lines and everybody's kind of seeing the same chart patterns, especially when it's like a retail friendly market. Technical analysis does kind of work because it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy if enough people are looking at things in the same way. At least that's my opinion on it, right? You could say, oh, I'm wrong and stuff, and Fibonacci and whatever. Yeah, intuitively, the Fibonacci, I want that to work because it's like laws of the universe and all that stuff. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Market cap is BS. So the price of a single coin, because it's only because only a small fraction of a coin is paired to $135. You've got the price of a single coin being $18 million. And that means you've got the market cap being, it doesn't even show you the market cap, right? Because what would the market cap be? It'd have to be 18 million times 10 billion, which is like, what? What's after quintillions? Trillion, quadrillion, quintillion. I don't know. It'd be septillions? Septillions? It's a lot, guys. It's absurdly high. It's an absurdly high number, so it's kind of funny that people are actually buying this too. I don't even know, like, people are so bored. People are so bored. They're just buying anything out here. Market cap is BS. There you go. So there you go, guys. Meme coin overview, I suppose. If you're bored, if you wanna mess around with the memes. PDI holding 720K. What do you mean, Health Essentials? What do you mean PDI is holding 720K? Liquidity? Yeah, the liquidity is very, very high on PDI. Very, very high. Dutch QC says humic acid. Yes, humic acid or fulvic acid. They're minerals that come from the earth. I swear the last like 3 days I've been kind of sick, and I almost never get sick, which is crazy. Like, I don't know what happened. I just got this really bad head cold where I felt like there was a lot of pressure in my head and like sneezing, runny nose, could barely even talk. Like I wasn't streaming because I sounded like absolute shit. And just yesterday, got some humic acid in the mail, took 2 pills, could breathe out of my nose again like an hour later. Seriously. I mean, I did not expect anything to work that well that quickly. I take a lot of supplements, but it's rare that something actually, I feel it working. Yeah, SJ actually recommended it to me because she's had this heat sickness for a long time, and it was terrible, right? Like debilitating, like really, really just frustrating. Can you imagine just not being able to like suntan? And then she was the one that turned me on to it, to be honest with you. And yeah, humic acid helped her with the heat issues. Absolutely, Fox Mulder. Get vitamin C, they call it. Ester C, they call it. Yeah, vitamin C is good. I mean, I usually have some like lemon water and stuff. I don't eat that much fruit, but I'll have a papaya, like a half a papaya in the morning. Thothschild, what's going on, Thothschild? Respond to my message, bro. Just kidding. We allowed these maniac profit at all cost MFers at the keys to the asylum. And yes, PulseChain fixes this. That's the thing, guys. It's like, man, everyone and their mother has a meme coin now. And I'm just sitting here like, anybody want an exchange listing? Like, anybody want more fiat on-ramps? Look, I think bigger picture, even when people are running around like chickens with their heads cut off. I know the prices are down, and I'm not pretending that it's fun to see the prices down, but And I'm not also going to write off every meme coin, right? Look at all the meme coins on the top of the list. A lot of these do have a net positive effect because they have the ability to communicate with people that don't see the long-term vision of the PulseChain network yet. A lot of people come into crypto with thinking it's all scratcher bets and lottery tickets and Solana meme coins and Joe Biden token and all kinds of crap. So these meme coins do have the power to increase adoption. And maybe 10% or less, maybe that's being generous, maybe 5% of them actually do bring in more adoption from outside, right? But 90% of them typically just flop, never go anywhere. And it's like the same 500 hands exchanging money among themselves like a poker table, right? So I'm not making a blanket statement here. Everybody wants things to be black and white, like meme coin's bad, meme coin's good. Nuance, people, nuance. Meme coins are what people... meme coins are fun. Meme coins can be fun. Dick with butt is hilarious. Teddy bears, some people like watching B-Roots and it's fun for them, right? It's entertainment value. And they get to gamble a little bit, kind of like sports gambling a little bit. Picking a sports team, right? Picking a meme coin team and just running with it is very, very fun. It releases dopamine. But a lot of these people, they're just, they pump out so many that, there's 90% garbage. And I guess the cream rises to the top, which is what you see on dexscreener.com. And it's ranking all these coins, by the way, using liquidity, transactions, volume, a combination of all three, I believe. Now, to my knowledge, there's not a whole lot of fake volume going on. You go to Solana and it's all fake, right? Because it costs almost nothing to do a transaction. So people are faking the transactions. People are botting up the volume and all that stuff. PulseChain, you're going to have more authentic communities, more legitimate metrics, more legitimate data, and a lot of advanced liquidity strategies. A lot of people doing single-sided sell orders. It's crazy out here, guys. Richard Hart made everyone, I'll say it again, Richard made everyone smart enough to be dangerous on PulseChain. And, you do have a lot of clever individuals in the PulseChain ecosystem. I will say that. Oh, Health Essentials says, I own 720K PDAI, roughly. I'm going to admit it, guys. I'm going to admit it. I had my bag of PDAI from the beginning, right, that I never sold from the fork. But guys, guess what? Guess what? Crypto Coffee might have bought a little more PDAI. Just a little bit, guys. Just a little bit. It's fun. The idea of having $1 million is fun. But who knows? I might not even wait till it gets to $1. I might sell it if it goes to 50 cents. I would strongly consider dumping it all. You know what I mean? Because unless more facts emerge, I'll have to keep my eyes and ears open, because if more facts emerge where it looks like, holy crap, there is like a verifiable on-chain path to pegging and maintaining the peg, maybe I'll change my mind. Got to stay open-minded, guys, but not too open-minded to just believe everything. Johnny Chaos says, MCBS was solely to prove a point. Please stop. Please, people, use your money to buy good stuff. PulseX, PulseX. Yeah, that's right, guys. I mean, look, I think PulseX, Pulse, and HEX have value because they take existing concepts and iterate on them. HEX was designed to be a store of value. Now, as we've seen, a lot of people have G'd out for the past 3 years, selling the lows. It's been absolutely brutal. In 5 more years, though, guys, if HEX is at $1, let's say in 5 years, then in hindsight, won't it have looked like it stored value pretty good? Right? And that's being conservative. $1 in 5 years for HEX easily could happen. At some point in the next 5 years, HEX could hit $1, and then it becomes a store of value. The narrative changes overnight. Everybody loves it again. All it takes is a green candle, HEX was built on the fact that Bitcoin can store value, so why not have a modular, isolated smart contract storing the value that can't be hacked, that lives on top of the layer 1, that is not the layer 1 token itself. So it was based on the premise of, we know crypto can store value. We know Bitcoin's a great store of value. It went from a penny to $70,000. But it's got risks of, being the network token and the gas token. And the store of value token, right? What if you separated the store of value token from the gas token? PulseChain's an easy one for everyone to understand, right? Cheaper, faster Ethereum 2.0 clone, world's largest airdrop. Ethereum is too damn expensive. PulseChain fixes this. And then PulseX is basically own the casino, right? You want to gamble in the casino or do you want to own the casino? And it's also better than Uniswap because the Uni token doesn't really do anything. The Uni token is a fake governance token. Why do I say fake governance? Because the Uni token team, Hayden and the Uniswap labs in Brooklyn, they own like 90% of the Uni supply. So for voting on proposals in the Uni protocol, it doesn't matter what the people that own the Uni token do because the Uni company can literally outvote them at any time. And why should all the plebs be voting anyway? They don't know about the intricacies of Uniswap. So governance is kind of good in theory, but not that good in practice because the people that you want to be voting on this stuff, like the people that you want to be making the decisions, are not the average retail user, right? We saw on PulseX testnet v2b, we saw the voting feature was open for a while and it let anybody make a proposal. And you just had the most ridiculous things. People were like, I vote that we burn all the tokens. Or like, I vote that we spend all the tokens on PulseX t-shirts. And you're just like, that's not even the type of proposals that are supposed to be made here. Like, people just didn't get it. You're voting on protocol updates, right? Not like, let's go make t-shirts. Anyway, so Uni token, it's a fake governance token, and Uniswap Labs takes 0.15% of all the transaction fees that get passed through the Uniswap volume every day. Now, what if those fees were routed instead to buying and burning the price of PLSX? So that's exactly what PulseX token is. It is Uniswap with a buy and burn. It is useful volume. It's making the volume useful by essentially crowdsourcing ownership of the exchange to the user. So instead of Uniswap Labs, it's we the people that can choose to buy the token if we're bullish on the volume of PulseX. So if you're bullish on the usage of the PulseX trading platform being higher in the future, if you think more people are going to use it, if you think more volume is going to go through the platform, then you should also be bullish on the token. You should be buying the token because the price, the buy pressure and the burn is directly correlated to the success of the platform. More volume, more buy and burn. Health Essentials, Solana, crazy fake memes. Yeah, there's just so many, right? Solana is definitely what I call oversaturated. PulseChain is kind of in the Goldilocks zone right now. You're not really... I say PulseChain is oversaturated, but then I think about Solana and I'm just like, never mind. But look, yeah, you're still going to have 95% meme coin garbage, even on PulseChain, right? Because anybody can make one, and people are pumping out new ones every single day. But you got to give it to some of these memes, guys. I think some of these memes have staying power. Even Bromance token, like I'm not buying it right now. It might keep dipping, for all I know, and I don't really care, right? Because I just don't have I am just burnt out, with meme coins and all this stuff. But Ben Armstrong is a big name in the space. Hexy bastard, collaboration partnership. I think Bromance token will probably be around in 2 more months or 3 more months. Might even be a little higher. Who knows? So I recently consolidated a lot of my tokens. I realized I was holding too much poop. And so I recently kind of consolidated to, I think total I hold about 10 tokens, right? And some of these are yield farming incentive tokens that I don't care to hold long term, minus INC, of course. But yeah, I'd say if you have like more than 15 tokens, like how are you going to really pay attention on all of those coins? What's happening on all of them? The fundamentals, the technicals. Once you get past like 10 or 15 tokens, it might be time to reassess your situation. Not financial advice, but that's me personally, right? I feel oversaturated at 10 even, and I've had more than 10 at certain times. So consolidating, making concentrated bets where you're longer term more focused on is going to be better in the long run. It's going to be way better in the long run because if you bet on a coin, you have to have a time frame in mind. the longer term bets are where you're going to put more of your money in anyway. The shorter the time frame, the less money should be allocated to that particular bet. So yeah, your highest conviction plays are going to be where most of your money should be. My time frame on a lot of these things is like 2 years or more. I've got HEX staking ladders from literally 1 year from now to 15 years from now. And I really do believe in it. And obviously my ladder is staggered, right? But if you want to make a HEX staking ladder, by the way, you can also make a HEX staking ladder on gopulse.com. Go to apps, click on the HEX section, and you can go ahead and make all your stakes right here. Literally, gopulse.com is the one-stop shop. There's almost nothing you can't do here. It's even a freaking block explorer, guys. Now, it's not like a full-blown block explorer yet, but pretty soon it will be. Yeah, there's basically nothing that gopulse.com doesn't have. So when I say get started by going to gopulse.com, I really mean it, guys. Link is in the description below. All the tools you need are right here. All the statistics, all the ecosystem stats, all the apps. You can get your own PLS domain. You can check how much your airdrop is worth. You can manage all your HEX stakes. You can make a new HEX staking ladder. You can do NFTs. You can publish documents. You can time lock your coins. You can make a new shitcoin. GoPulse.com literally lets you make a new poop coin. You can link out to leverage trading. If you guys really are degens and you want to launch Fame, we've got decentralized leverage trading, fame.io. Now, I don't do this because I always manage to wreck myself somehow, but fame.io, guys. This is going to be decentralized leverage trading. It's a fork of GMX. Okay, pretty cool protocol for all those smart traders out there and for the wannabe day traders. For the guys that think they're day traders that need to be humbled, go try it out. But I don't recommend it, right? I personally, that's not how I make money. I like yield. Say what you want about yield, guys, but when your positions are big enough, your yield is it's more than enough. Okay, it's more than enough. Soylana. I just don't get how our RH resolved ETH fees if you need ETH to buy more PLS. Lol, can anyone answer that? Yeah, well, ETH is like, the problem here is that there's not enough fiat on-ramps. And Health Essentials, that's a good point. There's a lot of solutions in the meantime. For example, I'm working with a couple of teams behind the scenes that are going to allow direct PLS purchases with credit cards, hopefully direct from DEX liquidity on chain, and high limits, thousands of dollars per day, minimal KYC, obviously a little KYC. But these are the rails that are being built right now. ZeroXCoast.com, this is to your point, Health Essentials, is that this platform right here is coming back online in a couple of weeks. They're establishing a new banking partner, and if you go to gainpulsechain.com, link in description below, you could sign up for an account, you get free tokens to lower your fees, and it's a non-custodial off-ramp and on-ramp and stablecoin for PulseChain. So, you can mint the Pulse or HEX or PLSX directly to your wallet without having to buy Ethereum first. I understand that the current best way to do things, the current bridging and buying ETH and bridging and buying on PulseX, there can be better, easier ways to do things. So this is coming out very soon. Keep an eye on this one. Seriously, keep an eye on this. The Coast team is doing amazing work. It's going to be like the end game for adoption. But like I said, also, we've got several fiat on-ramps that we're talking to behind the scenes, integrating pretty soon, if not already. So excited to release that good news information. And we're early, right? Yeah, Crypto Bigfoot is right. It's called gatekeeping, so we're early. By the time it's super easy to buy Pulse, you're not going to be early anymore. So here's another cool thing about something to look forward to, the new EIP. So there's a new Ethereum EIP. I forgot the number. Of it. Let me search for news. Basically, the next EIP, Ethereum Improvement Proposal, that's what EIP stands for. This Ethereum Improvement Proposal is going to make gas a thing of the past for a lot of different apps. So you're going to have basically the ability to pay gas in any token that you want. And this can all be abstracted in a smart contract. Look, gas abstraction, right? Smart contracts enable gas abstraction, so you can have sponsored transactions, meaning the app can sponsor the gas for you, and you can pay the DApp in terms of a different ERC20 token, and they can pay the ETH or the PLS for you. So one really cool thing about this one, guys, it's called 3074, EIP 3074. Do not sleep on this one either, because when this comes out, it's an Ethereum game changer. And guess what? It's a PulseChain game changer too, because we inherit everything good that happens on Ethereum. This is one of the amazing things about being a clone of Ethereum, is that anything good that happens to ETH, PulseChain gets it too. And this is nothing to ignore, okay? This is gas abstraction, which is seriously the most annoying user experience problem in all of crypto, which is what you just pointed out, health essentials. You're exactly right. I mean, the user experience blows. Why should you even have to have one token in order to send a separate token? Like, what if you don't even care about Ethereum, right? And you just want to trade, like, I don't know, Compound or Aave token. Why should the user have to have a secondary gas token? So, look, gas abstraction, transaction batching, multiple transactions in a single. So this is going to save you from having to click so many buttons of approvals and signing transactions all linked together in one button here. And then it's got some other stuff too, but seriously, these top two, transaction batching and gas abstraction, EIP 3074, it's a game changer, and it's coming to Pulse. And let's see if we can find the time frame on this one. When is it going to launch? I heard Q4 2024 or Q1 2025. That's not that far from now, guys. That's not that far from now. Now, EIP 3074 FUD. The FUD is basically that it makes scammers more empowered, right? So instead of now a scammer, if they're doing a phishing attack, they can now scam you for all of your coins in one single click. So that's not good, right? But just keep basic security practices. You need to keep these in mind, okay? Never, ever, ever share your private keys. Don't click on random links that people send you. Don't connect your wallet to unknown applications. Something might look exactly the same as a different website, but it's not, because it's called a phishing website. Phishing emails, imposters, never fall for imposters. Seriously, guys. Like, there's imposters of me all the time. There's so many imposters of me. There's so many imposters of everybody out there. I will never message you first. I'll never ask you for your private keys. And I know I shouldn't have to say this, but I still see people losing their money in a bull market, and it sucks to see, you know, people falling for traps and stuff. You know, fake airdrops, fake claim functions. A lot of it comes from being desperate too. Don't be desperate. Don't be quick to do things. Slow down. Take a deep breath, slow down in crypto. Before you click on something, think about who's sending it to you. Think about, have you ever seen this person before, right? Or are they pretending to be somebody else? Look at their name. Look at their handle. It might look similar to somebody else's handle with a couple of characters different. I just have to remind people, because I see it happening, and it's only going to get worse in the bull market, guys. Scammers come out in full force during the bull market. Full force. All right, guys. All right. Kingsway says, I need some P-Dye. People love P-Dye, man. I respect it. You got to respect the pump, in the words of Ivan on Tech. Respect the pump. P-Dye pumped 5,000x. You got to respect it. But you got to question everything. You got to question everything. I'm not ready to guarantee a pegging yet, but hey, just in case it turns out to be true, I've got me a little old bag that might be a real big bag one day. Imposters are everywhere, and Twitter does nothing. Yeah, there's only so much they can do, right? The imposters work harder than the algorithm that tries to ban them. It's sad but true, right? If only the imposters put all that energy into doing something positive or productive. Seriously, it's a full-time job. Scamming is a full-time job for certain people in certain countries, you know. Not to stereotype, but Nigeria and India, a lot of scammers over there, guys. A lot of scammers. Don't click on random links. Do not, please, ever click on random links. Even people that you think you trust, be skeptical of everyone, guys. I'm very skeptical of new people trying to talk to me. You know, like if I don't know you and you're sounding weird and you're saying weird stuff, like, I don't trust you. I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to block you or mute you, or, you know, be careful, guys. Be careful. Big Fudge says more dip. Yay. Yeah, right. Yeah, as if we're still excited about the dip. But look, guys, if you're new to crypto, honestly, God bless your soul if you're brand new to crypto and for some reason you're just watching this stream now, because this is literally, you get to experience the most possible upside with none of the BS and drama of the past 3 years. I'm sure some people might even wish that they just kind of turned off Twitter, deleted it, and came back 2 years later, right? Because the prices haven't moved. The prices haven't moved. Fast Abdul, thank you for the tip. Fast Abdul's wallet cleaning service. First time is free. Yeah. Don't trust that Fast Abdul, guys. Just kidding. Fast Abdul's got a product coming out. It's going to be a yield optimizer for fucks. So keep an eye on that one. 2 fucks. They might try to hang him in the streets, though, if he does a sacrifice these days. We'll see. Fox Mulder says LMAO fast. Okay, guys. Okay. What did we cover today? Don't get scammed. Please don't get scammed. I hate when I see people get scammed, because it's like people that are my friends or that people that I know and like and that I've known for a long time. They still get scammed, dude. And it sucks. It sucks to see that. So just slow down with your decision making. Slow down with your aping into stuff. The quicker, and I'm speaking from experience too, the quicker that I have to make a decision and get a dopamine hit, the stupider things I do in crypto. Usually for me, that relates to like buying stupid meme coins, right? Based off a whim or based off a stupid recommendation. But take your time. Take your time, guys. We're on a multi-year time scale here. So it's not going to matter if you buy something today or tomorrow. Unless it's a meme coin that you're getting in the first 5 minutes of. Lol. Zach Davis, good to see you, bro. Good friend Zach Davis in the chat says, did you make a video with Ben Armstrong? Yes, I did. That should be coming out soon. I'll be on the Ben Armstrong podcast. They're editing the video, I think, right now. So, yeah, Ben Armstrong is making the rounds with the PulseChain YouTube guys and girls. So I think we were one of the first interviews. It was me, Corey, and Ben. And we filmed it maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, but it's still being edited. I guess their team does like editing and stuff. HOA looking nice and cheap today. Perhaps at Sifu, perhaps. Let's see. Yes, PulseX is the DEX token. Yes, it is. Hey, we've been out here for an hour and 7 minutes. I hope somebody learned something. I hope some new person came, because it really is the best time, guys. I honestly, I kind of envy anybody that's new right now, because they didn't have to deal with any of the BS and the negativity and the drama. If you're new and if you believe in PulseChain, PulseX, HEX, INC, if you believe in the whole ecosystem, do your best to mute the noise. Find the signal, find the people actually providing value, people that are just causing drama and negativity for no reason. Misery loves company, guys. So be careful who you follow out there. Also, if you're brand new to crypto, I do highly recommend my own course. It's way better than an hour of my time. People always want consulting time. People always want a phone call. Guys, hexpassiveincome.com, link in description below. It's way better than a phone call. And again, it's geared for the newbies, right? It's geared for the newbies. And it's incredible bang for your buck, right? People say when you pay money, you pay attention. People don't value the free content that they get. You can watch all my YouTube videos since the beginning of time and you can learn all the same stuff, but the course is packaged sequentially in order. It's got all the links for you right there. It's specifically tailored towards you, it's giving you the confidence you need to do crypto the right way, how not to get scammed, how to make a HEX staking ladder, how to do liquidity providing, what are PulseChain, PulseX, HEX, the terminology. I know the terminology in itself can be like a different language for people. And some people are too shy to admit that crypto is confusing as hell. And if you're diving in knowing nothing at all, you need a starting place, right? So hexpassiveincome.com is that starting place. Code April for only a couple more hours. That code is going to get you 25% off. And, you know, if I took a course like this when I was first starting out in crypto, I think it would have saved me from months, if not years of time in the learning process. And it probably would have saved me thousands of dollars in mistakes that I might have made otherwise, or that I wouldn't have otherwise made. But, you know, trust me, I've done a lot in crypto. I've done a lot of things right. I've done a lot of things wrong. Chasing shiny objects, being late to the party, trying to be a day trader. I know a lot of these things, they sound good, but they're not so good in practice. Do I think Pulse does a 10x? Absolutely. I think Pulse does a 10x conservatively. I mean, look, it's going to do way more than a 10x in the long term. And it might be hard to see that right now, but people don't realize how little money it takes to pump Pulse. I'll pull up, for example, I'll pull up the farms right here just to get a rough estimate. Look at the stablecoin liquidity, 6, 6, 15. Let's call it $30 million in stablecoin liquidity. So adding $300 million could potentially 100x the price. $300 million. You know what happened to Base? I'm going to show this one more time for people that haven't seen this before. So for people that don't understand how symmetric liquidity works, the price functions as a square of whatever you put into the bid side. So let's say there's $30 million of bid side liquidity in stablecoins tied to PLS. And stablecoins, guys, that's what makes the price go up because everybody charts the price in USD. USD, for better or worse, is the unit of account for the entire world. Okay, that's what we all price our eggs and milk in at the grocery store. So until PulseChain and Ethereum take over the world, we're still pricing things in USD, okay? It is what it is. $30 million, bid side liquidity. You 10x that, you 100x the price. What's 30 million times 10? It's 300 million. Now we go to DeFiLlama.com, and I'll show you how easily this could happen. This could all happen in a month or less, just like it happened on Base blockchain. And I like to use Base because they were in the same position as us for many, many months up until it wasn't, up until Base became the popular thing. Now, it does help to have Brian Armstrong's multi-million-dollar company behind it. I'm sure the marketing and the insider connections definitely help. But we've got our own rich guy, and I'll just say that. No expectations, but we've got our own set of whales or whale that could just decide one day for a laugh to pump the price. Now look, Base had $300 million in USD stablecoin liquidity, market cap, 300 million total. And from the beginning of March to the end of March, it went from 300 million in stablecoins to 1.3 billion in stablecoins. That's over a 4x in just the stablecoin liquidity, or just the stablecoin market cap, rather. So if they had an inflow of 4x to stablecoins in 1 month, right, from 300 million to 12 billion, think of all that. So basically they got over $1 billion of stablecoins flowing in less than a month. So if we had $1 billion of stablecoins flowing in less than a month, if even 1/3 of that was buy pressure for Pulse, we'd be off to the races. We'd be 100x higher. And people FOMO buy the tops, guys. People don't like to buy right now when I'm telling people to buy. I mean, this is the best time, guys. Blood in the streets. Buy the blood in the streets, even when the blood is your own. Unless you don't believe, then you can walk away. You can always walk away. There's nobody forcing you to be here. April equals 25% bribe. Act now. Fast Abdul says, I learned about bribes from Coffee's course. Yeah, he's the bribe master, bro. I mean, look at that face. Look at that Fast Abdul. Bro, what cartoon is that from? Is that from like a Disney movie? Fast Abdul? I feel like that's from like Aladdin or something. Thank you, AYOKG. Hey guys, I hope you liked the stream. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment. If people are new to crypto, share my content with them. I've been making a lot of TikToks, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. These are all just to get more attention, to really raise awareness at the lows, okay? I'm not going to be doing this as crazy during the all-time highs, right? But right now, when the prices are still below sacrifice price, we're almost at a year old. PulseChain is coming up on a year, and I'm not going to lie, I thought we'd be higher. I thought we'd be higher by now, but we're not, and the fundamentals have not changed. In fact, only gotten stronger. The community has doubled down. They're not going anywhere. Yes, everyone's at each other's throats on social media, but they're still here, right? Somebody told me a saying recently that, it's I don't care what they say about me in the media as long as they spell my name right. And that's PulseChain for you right now. People are mad, whether they're inside of PulseChain, outside of PulseChain. People are fudding their own bags. People are cannibalizing their own community. But they're still talking. They're still engaged. Now, it sucks when it's engagement in a negative way. It sucks when it's hate and venom and disgusting behavior. But people are still here. The snowball's only getting bigger. So again, share this with other people, right? Share this with new people, because I'm trying to teach people from the ground up. People that know nothing about crypto are actually better fit for PulseChain because they haven't already made up their mind. Like, you're not going to convince a Bitcoin maxi that PulseChain has way more price potential than Bitcoin. Even though it's true, the Bitcoin maxis don't want to hear it, right? So if you bang on 100 doors and 90 people slam the door in your face, that's okay. Focus on the 10 people that actually want to listen to the message. And it's not that hard to get started, guys. All my links in the description below. GoPulse.com, app.pulsex.com, bridge.pulsechain.com. Again, you buy your coins, you buy your Ethereum, centralized exchange, get it out into your personal wallet, you bridge the coins across, and you buy the coins on PulseX. It's a 4-step process. It's going to get easier. GamePulseChain.com is going to make it easier. Fiat on-ramps are going to make it easier. If you're a whale, or if you are a project owner and you want to get listed on MEXC, we're taking donations for that right now because we are almost there. And I believe they've even begun integrating it, but we still need a bit more to reach the goal for the liquidity provision requirements. So DM me if you'd like. CryptoCoffee369 on Twitter and Telegram. MEXC is an Asian exchange with 3 million weekly active viewers. And this could put our name on the map and legitimize us in the eyes of mainstream crypto. Even though we don't need it, centralized exchanges are scammy and they go down all the time and they steal people's money. Well, it puts our name on the map. It gives us perceived legitimacy. So that's an initiative that you can participate in, preferably if you're a bigger whale and if you want to see PulseChain do well. Think of it like marketing, right? Think of it like marketing that helps pump everyone's bag, including your own. But if you're just a regular fish in the sea, buy the dip, dollar cost average. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. It's I know it keeps going down, right? But it can't forever, right? We're right back to where we started. PulseX, PulseChain, Pulse PLS token, they're not even at their lows yet, right? It's been a 70% retracement from the highs, but they're still off of their lows. Let's take a look from their all-time lows. PulseChain is still double from the low. PulseX is still 2x from the low. HEX is still 41% from the low. Now, all these things can go lower, and they might. May might be a sideways month. May might even be a kind of a down month. So, are you ready? Are you ready mentally to prepare for that? Are you going to buy more, or are you going to walk away? The choice is yours at the end of the day. Think for yourself. Good luck out there. But I believe that this is going to be here for a long, long time, guys. Not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. Really, really big picture stuff. Think long term. We're only a year old, guys. We're only a year old. So, yeah, survive. Survive till 25. Like, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment. See you guys on the next one.